One of your must-learn exercises with the kettlebell is the clean. Quite possibly the most technically difficult exercise that there is with the kettlebell. One way we can start out with learning how to clean is to grab hold with two hands. And we're going to hinge over at the hips with the kettlebell between our feet. From here, we're going to have a nice loose grip on our right hand, and we're going to use our left hand to assist it to our shoulder. Why this helps is because the left hand will give some extra balance and momentum through to your shoulder, allowing you to loosen your grip on the lifting hand, which will teach you as you come through into the one-handed version to keep a loose grip. It will also allow you to control the flight path of the kettlebell into the rack position, allowing the kettlebell to twist around the wrist rather than flip over. We want the kettlebell to wrap around our wrist, not to flip, or it'll create a big thud, hurting your forearm. When you have mastered the two-handed clean, you can then move into the single-hand dead clean. Set up the same way as we did with our two-handed clean, except now with one hand. Our thumb can be pointed towards our back, and as we drive up with our hips, we bring the kettlebell in a straight upright motion, bringing our body to meet the kettlebell. Again, as we mentioned before, wrap the kettlebell around the wrist. The key element here is to have a loose grip and shoot the hand through into the kettlebell handle. The tighter your grip and the slower you are with wrapping it around your wrist, the more thud you're going to get from the kettlebell, and you will fatigue your wrist and your grip a lot more. So learn to relax and trust that the kettlebell will move where you want it to. Now we're going to move into continuous kettlebell cleans. We're going to bring it up from our hike position into a normal swing, but this time as we drive with our hips forward, we're going to bring the kettlebell up nice and close to the body in the clean using only a quarter swing. One key element that people do wrong with the kettlebell clean is they allow it to swing too far away from the body, which makes it uncontrollable in its flight path. The other thing that you'll notice as I'm standing side on is I bring my elbow back and straight forward into the kettlebell. So as the kettlebell reaches my shoulder and rack position, my body meets it at the same time, dissipating the force of the kettlebell coming back. I don't allow my elbow to wing out to the side, and I don't allow it to drop. It's like a row, forward and back with your elbow. They go straight horizontal back and horizontal forward. Again, remembering your key element is to keep a loose grip, shoot the wrist through the handle into the rack position. One trick I learned, and I teach quite often, is to think like I'm trying to get my thumb that's holding onto the kettlebell to touch my opposite shoulder. What will happen here is the flight path of the bell will bring your hand up under your chin, leaving you in a nice, strong, stable position for your rack. When you are returning the kettlebell into the downswing, we want to keep it close to the body as well. We don't want to shoot it too far away, as this will cause a whip through our wrist, elbow and shoulder, trailing down into our lower back. So you return the kettlebell the same way that it comes up on each rep. With your breathing, remember to breathe in on the way up as the kettlebell comes up, and aim to be straight and tall in the tall standing plank position like you learnt in your swings. And breathe out as you swing the kettlebell down. This will help create some intra-abdominal pressure as you breathe in on the way up, allow you to create some more balance and stability, but it also allows you to get more oxygen into your lungs as they expand when you come up tall and have more room to take in more oxygen. And as you shoot your breath out on the way down, it allows you to expel more air from your lungs, which allows you to get more on your next breath. This simple breathing technique will help you to get at least 5 to 10 more reps per set as you go through with your training.